Hey guys, it's Hamster Fanatic 26 and today's video is going to be Hamster Myth and Misunderstandings. And first of all, I want to say yes, this name was changed on purpose. I hate being asked or told that I copied someone on YouTube, and that's not true. I got most of my ideas from Google. I did not copy anyone, so please don't ask me or tell me that it felt like I copied anyone. And I'm not listening to the person because you guys are going to go like, well, hey, you did copy him, so yeah, just please don't say that. It's really annoying, so let's get started. So there are a few myths in hamster care, but the one that gets to me the most is that hamsters are small, so they need small cages. That is a complete misunderstanding. Hamsters are very active animals at about 5:30 to 6 o'clock a.m. So they need about 360 square inches of floor space, and I cannot say that enough. Of plain floor space, and again, this does not include lamps or levels, although those are recommended to put in your hamster's cage because they amuse your hamster. Now, to take a break from the video and explain something really quickly, yes, Rodeo did get a bin for Christmas. I promised you guys that he'd get a bin for Christmas, and he did. So he's living in a 110 quart bin cage, just like Snooky. But, yeah, so I will be doing updated cage tours really soon. But anyway, I'm not going to jabber on too much, so let's get back to the video. So the second misunderstanding in hamster care is that hamsters smell. This is a really irritable misunderstanding because hamsters do not smell. If the environment around the hamster has not been cleaned, however, it will tend to eventually get an odor like everything else that does not get cleaned. That is completely untrue, and sometimes it even interferes with the persuasive level of getting a hamster. So be sure to explain that you will clean the cage on time so no odors will eventually develop. The third hamster misunderstanding is that hamsters are mean and evil and they have nothing more to do than bite you. That is completely wrong because hamsters have a really bad eyesight. Like they can't see that far in front of them. So if you put your hand in your hamster's cage and the hamster is unaware that you're in the cage, you're most likely going to get bit. So you want to always make sure that your hamster knows that you are in this area, and wash your hands after or before and after you handle your hamster. Before, so you don't smell like something you just ate, and after, because if you eat something, you do not want to have the hamster's scent on it. The next hamster myth or misunderstanding is that all hamsters are prone to diabetes. That is wrong because the only species of hamster that are not prone to diabetes are the Syrian hamster and the Roborovsky dwarf hamster. Now, the recommended hamster food that I recommend is hazel hamster food, aka hairy hamster food, in the UK, but it's different, but there is an unknown reason why it's different. Although, if you're using hazel hamster for a diabetic hamster species, diabetic prone, should I say, hamster species, like I am, you're going to need to pick out all of the corn and peas, so you can just pick out these things like here, and just take them out and use them as treats every week. They should only get one corn and one pea and one whole corn every week. So you just want to pick all that stuff out so it does not cause diabetes in a hamster. The next hamster myth or misunderstanding is that any hamster food out there is okay and recommended for hamsters. False, because your hamster diet should consist of 17 to 22% protein, 4 to 6% fat, and no less than 10% fiber. Hazel hamster food, it has more than all the things I just listed, so that is why it's so recommended. And I just pulled out a sample for you guys. So I only recommend hazel hamster and oxbow supremes, but only use oxbow if you're using it with another seed mix or another food mix because it is low on proteins, and quite frankly, there's no variety in the oxbow. The next hamster myth is that sunflower seeds are too fatty for a hamster, or they are unhealthy and bad for a hamster. Actually, sunflower seeds carry a good fat that supports your hamster's diet, mainly in the protein area. Now, just because they're somewhat helpful does not mean you can overfeed them to your hamster, because they still have overly fatty things that you should not have in your hamster's diet, especially if they are prone to diabetes. Hamsters should only get 2 to 3 sunflower seeds per day. And the last hamster myth or misunderstanding is that any bedding is right for a hamster. This is really wrong because this is really wrong because there are a couple of beddings that can harm your hamster, and those are pine, cedar, sawdust, scented, and corncob beddings. Pine, cedar, and sawdust beddings can cause respiratory problems with your hamster, and corncob beddings can get really gross fast. They do not do well with absorbing urine or any other, like say dripping from a water bottle. They do not absorb water well, so it will get really gross fast and mossy, and it gets really dirty. So you don't want that for your hamster or in your hamster's cage. So yeah, guys, that is basically hamster myths and misunderstandings, and hope I helped, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!